Yo, what up? Stan here, back with another reaction, analysis, analyzation, whatever you want to call this. Today we're watching the battles. Finally, the battles. Oh my god, I think I've been late a little bit. But yeah, here I am, taking the battles, not taking the battles, watching the battles together with you. Codfish, Kaji, super excited, not gonna waste time. Let's just get straight into it now.
Alright, right here live and direct, GVB 25 in Tokyo. Are you?
You know, small little side note, I remember every time I've been to GBB, right? And everybody is like anticipating the battles. I mean, the first battle is about to come. There is like this strange, I mean, not really strange, it makes sense that it's present. I'm talking about this awkwardness or like, I don't know, tension, you know, like in between Kaji and Codfish in this instance. But even also like in the room, it's always like, okay, there's like this tension present in the air. And it's with this battle, I feel, but it's always like this. And also especially because GBB doesn't usually happen. I mean, the solo battles don't really happen on the first day. Usually like the elims have it happen on the first day and then on the second day. So, you know, people are already like one day into GBB and are like expecting like, oh my god, the battles are about to start. And then when this moment comes, you know, it's like super tense. Yeah, just a small observation from me.
Ready, crowd? We have the top 8, Codfish versus Kaji. Kaji won the coin toss, told Codfish to go first. I'm going to go with the original way. I say the 3.
Yeah, you can tell. Look at Codfish's face. The tension is present.
Y'all say the 2 and the 1. Crowd in 3.
Yeah, guys, missing man.
Yeah. We know this one.
It's been a pattern. It's been a pattern.
It sounds a bit quiet though, I feel. Or is it my setting? I don't know. You'll have to find out when Kaji goes.
It's been a pattern. This sound bring it alive
Nice. I wonder how this hits. Yeah, I really wonder how this sounds live. I never got to experience it. Apparently it sounds nice, as you can tell from people's reaction. Haha. Nice.
Time. Switch.
Okay, my settings are for some reason low. I hope that doesn't really impact it, but I can tell the difference, okay? A little bit, at least. Okay.
Put your hands in it more.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I love this thing he's doing right now. It sounds like as if he's like going into drum and bass, small break beats. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and then this. Okay, what do I have to say about the first round? It looks like Codfish is about to counter. I feel Kaji took a smart decision by doing something more easy to relate to the crowd. I mean, his style in general is like very like easy to relate to the crowd, I feel, you know. And for that particular reason, you know, like I feel that made him feel a little bit more comfortable, you know, like especially because you can tell like again the tension is very present. Both are like a bit nervous, I can tell, you know. And him taking that approach, you know, like going like a bit easier with the crowd. I mean, doing something more easy to relate for the crowd. But yeah, interesting one. First round, I give it to Kaji. More energy. I feel, yeah. Okay, interesting. I thought a counter was about to come, but he countered in a different way. With energy, kind of. I don't know. At least giving, or I don't know, just bringing the battle back to him. I don't know. Yeah, cool stuff.
It's easy, bro.
It's easy.
You never break me. Burn through the daily, my heart drown, chisel away. Break me. Break me.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay, what do I think of this round? I feel, you know, a very good move at the beginning to bring the battle back to Kaji, showing like, hey, I don't play, you know, your stuff is easy, in his own way, very cool. Then he did the transition to his own thing, but I didn't really like that transition for a couple of reasons. Mainly one is because I feel like he just went out of it to something, you know, like he just switched in a weird way. It took me like a while to like realize what he did, and not in a positive way, I feel. You know, it made me think, it made me guess. And then when he dropped, I felt what he did before was like higher climatic than what he did, you know? Because, I don't know, the drop at the throat bass and the house was a bit anticlimactic for me, if that makes sense. But then he brought it back. I think he felt it. And, you know, like brought the lip rolls in again with the melody and brought it and varied it, which is very cool, I like. But I feel, I don't know, it felt a bit try-hard, if I may say so. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Because what I'm used from Codfish is, if I look at 2019, who was it in the first battle he battled? I forgot. I don't know. It doesn't matter actually which battle. I remember when he was like super composed. He was like very into his own frame. And when he was into his own frame, it gave that feeling that you couldn't touch him, you know? And here, I don't know, he like, kind of like, it feels to me that he's trying to prove himself, which takes away from his performance. But nevertheless, he did great. I really like how he brought the battle and yeah, played with it. He gave variations and really showed, or is trying at least to show, that he wants to win. So now it depends on Kaji. Wow. Wow. This whistle is insane. Insane. Woo! What? You know, I know this video thing, what I'm watching right now. I know the video doesn't do him justice, but holy damn, I can tell that when he was doing like the third variation of the drop with the whistle, there was like a certain sub, or I don't know, the highs were like peak, but it was like clipping at the same time. Peak highs and clipping. Holy damn, that must have sounded insane live. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Wow. Nice. Yeah.
Who's the most Yotoko?
Okay. There we have it. He asked at the end, who is the most Yotoko or something? I don't know. Please let me know what he means by that, because I know he refers to the thing he said in his elim, to what Codfish said in his elim, I think. And so he said that who's the most, I don't know, what, badass? Please let me know. If you know, please let me know. But yeah, crazy battle. Okay, what do I think about it? No, let's watch the judges' results. Tsuyo Yotoko, that's what I meant. The strongest? Probably the strongest, okay, I think.
What a way to go and kick off the top 8. What do we think of the battle? Round to the top
Let's
4.
check it.
It'll be a red for Codfish. It'll be a blue for Kaji. Going to our judges.
For me, this one is obvious.
I say 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. Crowd, help me out in 3.
You know, I'll give my opinion first. Never mind. Gotcha. So I think, I don't know, at the end, yeah, it was kind of obvious, you know. I felt at a certain, you know, like after the first segment with the whistles of Kaji, for me, it was like at a point like, okay, if he just doesn't mess up from this point, if he doesn't mess it up, and just like keeps like more or less like the same level, or level of impact, I should say, or I don't know, just like maintain like the craziness of what he already did in some way or another, he won. Yeah, honestly, I think that. Because the moment I heard like there was like peak high and clipping, for me it was like, and then of course you see like the judges' reaction, you're gonna be like, oh damn, I wish I could have witnessed this live, honestly. Yeah. Crazy, damn. And then at the end with the throat bass trying to show like, yeah, I also have this, you know, and doing like a goober beat, as I should say. Yeah, a goober beat. I don't know. Top notch. So for me, it's definitely Kaji. For me, first round was like a bit too Kaji. I mean, a bit, let's say 60-40%. I don't know. Just made it up. No idea what that means. But like in terms of like where I would lean, you know, towards who I would lean, 60%, maybe 65. Yeah, and in this one, it's 98. Just made it up. Not a judge. I don't discredit any judge. Just my humble opinion. Okay, take it, leave it, do whatever you want with it. For me, Kaji, definitely.
Give it up for Kaji.
The way also how the judges did it, like very like intense. Like, you know, it's not like it's like I have it. I know. So for me, yeah, kind of obvious. Look at him. He's so Kotoyo, Toku. Oh my god. Strong. I hope it's strong. Whatever. Yeah, I think beating Kaji would have been is a pretty hard one for everyone in the competition. Mainly why? Because I think he's also like native, and so he has like the hometown advantage. And I think that plays a big role, a huge role. I remember having like a home battle in Belgium, an international home battle. Bodie. I remember doing this battle, you know, and the venue was like 200 meters far away from my home, from my bed. But on top of that, the fact that all my friends were like present there, I wasn't jet lagged or had to like deal with like traveling thing, you know. I just felt very comfortable, and I think that plays a huge role. Like, yeah, especially like in GBB, imagine like the whole crowd is almost like Japanese. I mean, or your race or your hometown, whatever race you are, whatever you are, man. Yeah, for me, all of my friends were present. My family was present. My family was present. My friends were present. My family were present. Everyone was present. I felt comfortable. I didn't have to like worry about like logistics and stuff. All I had to do is wake up, be present, just walk 200 meters and be there. And so I think that plays a huge role for Kaji as well, or played a huge role. Hence why it would be so hard to defeat him in GBB, I think. Why? Because people are coming from all over the world. You know, like people are jet lagged, and you may say like, okay, jet lag doesn't really matter. It does. Trust me, it does. There is like science behind this. I don't want to go into this, but being jet lagged really like impacts you, how you are, you know. So all he had to do is just, next away from his home, be present, have like his normal life going on as it goes, you know. And the crowd is also like Japanese, so everything he says will be like, everyone favors him, you know. Anyways, would have been a hard job to beat him, I think, especially in the first battle. Yeah, I think everyone who faced Kaji in the first battle would have had like the most difficult time ever. I think if I were about to compete, Kaji would having Kaji in the first battle would have been the person I wanted to have last, honestly. But yeah, anyways, big ups to both. Big ups to Codfish. Let's not take away from his greatness and how cool it is that he came back to battle, you know. Props to him. Really appreciate him, honestly. I used to watch him since he was Bunny Fluff, you know. He really like inspired me also in a very real sense to beatbox and to pursue this thing, you know, what we're all doing. So yeah, seeing him back on the stage, on the GPB stage, as a champion already, who has nothing to prove. I just want to throw my headset off on the ground. Big ups to him. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking. See you in the next one. Take care. Peace.